Greetings, ladies. Sorry, I looked at my demographics. I should know this. Lady and gentlemen. How goes it on this fine, bespeckled Tuesday that we find ourselves within? I hope everybody is having a lovely Tuesday. I hope nothing has gone wrong. I hope there are no deaths in the family of any sort. By the end of this stream, we might be able to change that. So welcome everybody into another delectable Salted Slices stream. I know you've been waiting. I oftentimes get messages, DMs from people where they say my life was a dark, spiraling tunnel until the effervescent light of a rat at the end of it truly illuminated what I've been missing out on this entire time. So if that does apply to you, I mean, I'm very happy that I could be that light, be that change that you needed in your life. And the beautiful part about it is I don't even charge that much for a subscription. So what can I say? I'm a real giver, like that one book. The name of it eludes me right now. Something about giving or some such. Maybe even a giving tree. You guys remember that one? I mean, really, when you think about it, the giving tree, yeah, it kind of kept giving. Anyways, what do you think the Lorax would do if he met that tree? You think he'd tell him to stick up for himself? Like, you're giving too much, man. Please have a little bit of backbone, a root, if you will. So today we are going to be doing a little bit of classic Salted Slices streaming. It's been a while since I've just started up a roguelike style game and started talking, specifically a Plinko style game, which is apparently a big part of my stream. I guess it's just that like gambling runs deep in my veins. Because it started with Peglin, and I love getting pegged. Then it went to Ballionaire, and how could you forget Ballionaire? That one was an absolute classic. I think Ballionaire, a little bit slept on within the roguelike community. I'll say it. Now, why didn't I go back and play more of it? I did, just not on stream, okay? Mainly because I felt like it could have used more content. It wasn't the most replayable, but hey, it was still very good for what it was. And now this one, I've had it on my radar for a little bit. LocalThunk actually endorsed this game. I believe it might have been in an interview or a tweet. I don't remember. I just saw people talking about how LocalThunk also supports the game. And my TikTok algorithm keeps feeding me baloney Tony clips. And when you've got a man as hype as Below, feel something. Modern gaming doesn't make me feel anything. I look at the Oblivion remaster and I think to myself, you guys are paying $50 for a game that released 15 years ago? I don't know if I'd be doing that per se, but I mean, hey, go for it. Didn't you buy Persona 3's remake? It's completely different. And you know it. What would you guys do if next stream I just started with a different Weezer album color behind me instead of just being the blue album? Would you feel lost, perhaps? Maybe. Anyways, let's swap on over to the nubbing of the number factory. You know, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've just sat in front of one. Is that Buddy Holly? Some people say that I do look just like Buddy Holly, but normally they include a little Wii U right before that one. I don't know how they knew my favorite console, but I bought 6 of them, and that was half of the sales of the entire console. So, I don't know anything about this game aside from it's a peg-like game, which, I mean, you know me and pegging. How could I stay away? You must be the new employee they were telling me about. My name is Tony. Oh, is this Baloney Tony? My job is to show you how to run the factory. I don't really care about your name or anything, so let's just get into this. First things first, welcome aboard to Nubby's Number Factory. This is the main control center of the factory. Your task is to launch your mascot Nubby down the pegboard. See? I told you it's all about getting pegged. Isn't there some kind of electronics thing that's all about pegboards? Peg and Bolitro combined? I mean, my two loves. Don't tell that to anybody. Don't tell that to like my future partners. That is gonna be really awkward when they have to legally change their name to like Joker or something, just so I can look at them in the eyes. Your first task is hold right mouse button and press left to launch. All right, so right aims and left fires. Wow, you're really good at this? Honestly, I mean, thank you for the positive words of affirmation. I was thinking the exact same thing myself. This factory, your only job is to make big numbers. Hey, if there's one thing gamers love, it's paying $50 for a remastered game from 90 years ago and making numbers go up. That includes the price of stuff, unless you're Nintendo, in which case you're evil. By launching Nubby at these pegs, you will earn however many points are shown on the peg. The number, how many you need to make it for the round. The number at the bottom is the goal. Yeah. If you get a really high score, the board can restock multiple times in a single round. Oh wait, I forgot to tell you what a restock even is. Well, listen up, because restocks are an important thing. This kind of has a, I don't know if this is going to make sense to anybody else. On the Nintendo Game Boy SP Advance, Advance SP. How dare I get my nomenclature wrong? There was a Penguins of Madagascar video game where Skipper the Penguin would talk to you. And the way he would talk to you reminds me a lot of how this guy moves. Now, you might say, what was the payoff for this bit where I had to talk about Skipper the Penguin from the Penguins of Madagascar video game for the Game Boy? I'm happy you asked. I played that one as a kid. All right, that was the whole payoff. It's my stream, and I'll talk about whatever I want. When the board restocks, a bunch of new pegs will fall from the sky and fill all your empty spaces. Soon after, pairs of pegs of the same number will merge into one greater peg. Let's try it out. Sure. So we get a restock, and now we got a bunch of 2. Just kidding, you're not. Okay, we're almost done. To rearrange your new pegs, press the jumble button. Now it's going to be the exact same thing. Oh, but now you have to actually break through. We're breaking free. So you might have noticed that Nubby goes through some pegs, but not others. Yeah, I got that one. Yeah, it breaks through ones. Oh, wait, there's one thing I forgot. Every time you launch a Nubby, you lose 1 life. If you run out of lives, the sun will explode. This is actually just like the plot of regular show, right? This horse has to pass a U.S. history test or the entire world is going to be destroyed. But luckily, every time the board restocks, you get 1 life back. So long as you keep making big numbers, nobody gets hurt. Okay, I'm done. Thanks for not pressing the skip tutorial button. I know that was difficult for you. He's right, actually. I was ready to just start launching. I'll start you off with a fresh new factory. Now, good luck. All right, zone 1, the factory. Oh, damn, it does feel nice to be outside. I feel like I can just shoot it here and we'll be fine. Like, I don't see any way that I could possibly have failed that. Yeah. Holy, it's just numbers are already combining. I understand. He's not gonna let me see my wife and kids after that one, man. What am I doing here? Oh, you actually have to make it in 1 or else. Okay, I got you. Not a huge fan of how this one's going. Well, even less of a fan of how this one goes. Just kidding. I might be the best to ever do it. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's gambling, right? So, like, I feel like this just comes naturally to me. All we need is to hit the 32 once. So instead of doing that, I'll just, like, be a piece of shit and completely miss it. If that is cool with everybody. Yo, there's, this is not really related to Nubby's number factory. I'm sorry. Did you guys see the... Can you just give me the 32? You motherfucker, just give it, but if I could just hit that. All right. Hold on. My brain rot is on. Wait a minute. Every empty peg space will give points equal to the total amount of pegs that have been popped this round. That's if I get C cucumber. That's when Nubby dies. Pass round goal. Summons a sharp shot that will pop a random peg 10 times. Okay, sure. A random peg will explode and pop 8 maximum pegs every 1 second. We'll take this one and put it in item slot number 1. Now, we could have unlocked another slot, but I think that I'm happy with this one because now every 5 seconds we get... Yeah. See how we're kind of bursting on them? That's all we need to do. Okay. But there's patch notes for Marvel Rivals. We know... Dude, hold on. Special round, sneaky snipers. Hover this to see the details. This peg will pop the highest number peg when popped. Will not pop itself. This peg will pop the highest number peg when popped. Okay, so I wanted to pop this one. Hold on. Instead, I'm just going to completely miss. Not interface with the game's mechanics and win. It's just kind of what we do on this channel. You got loot. Click to open. All right. This game's already peak. Hold on. Force triggers 1 random item. Sure. Every 1 second. So it would force trigger that every second. Force triggers the item in slot number 7 1 time every 10 seconds for every 1 time for every 10 food items you've consumed. I don't really... Perks are permanent. You cannot sell or get rid of them. Just give me the chaotic one. Because now every second... Yeah. Now we're kind of onto something. I don't think I can lose anymore. Hold on. My show is on. Expand an item slot because we've got the money and then just call it there. Because I don't need anything else. I'm a simple man. Now we've got all those popped. Instantly restock. We've got a 128. Wait, this is just 2048. I understand now. You should have just told me that. Everyone had that at one point. Yep, sneaky snipers. We know exactly how these work. So all we got to do is just pop that one. Any day now. That works for me. So, what I was gonna say is Marvel Rivals has its patch notes for what they're about to do. Dude, Adam Warlock is getting giga buffed. And I'm pretty happy for it. He's going to be, I think, one of the, hold on, the Grabathon, you have to. Give me this one. It seems like this is just gold, but I think that's worthwhile. Gives 1 to 10 gold. Please, man, my kid's college fund is riding on this. This is the difference between him being Bridget Mendler or him being Elon Musk. And you might say, what's the difference? One of them I would trust to make a rocket ship, and the other one's Elon Musk. Elon. Well, you know, what happens to the best of us. So anyways, tomorrow I might play Marvel Rivals on stream because the patch looks so fun. That, and I don't really know, there's a Bucky change that I didn't understand, and it could just be that it was translated wrong. Gold Rush, this peg will give +1 coin when pop for the first time. We need to make money. Okay, we're popping. Oh, we're so rich. Holy. Now we're off to the races. See, it's a good thing I bet on the right horse on that Twitter simulation. Otherwise, my kids would be going hungry right now. 10% chance to cause a giant explosion that pops all pegs once. 40% chance if you're on your last shot. Okay, sure. But that's only a 10% chance. And we got to consider we have the chaotic for every 1 second. Gain +300 points. If you're on round 30 or higher, gain +3,000 points instead. Whenever a Nubby dies. I don't think we care about that. If every 1.5 seconds, if Nubby is still alive, summon a meat orb that will float around and pop pegs. Meat orbs die when Nubby dies. Sure, pop the lowest number peg twice. Give me this one in slot 2, and then just call it there. Because now this is fine for every. It's just gonna be more things flying around on the screen. And yeah. Oh, but the meat one. Okay, the meat ones do fly around how I'd want them to. We're good. We're good. Ouch, you prick. Excuse me. My mother said I can't use language like that or she's going to make me wash out my mouth of soap cartoonishly. This peg will kill Nubby and end the round when fully popped. Well, that's not good at all because I don't really control what happens. How do I get around this? It's a great question. We got around it. That one's rough. That one's rough for sure. If Nubby is still alive, 50% chance to force trigger the item in slot 3. If slot number 1 is empty, a random slot item from Nubby Mart will appear in slot number 1 and force trigger 3 times. The new item will disappear at the end of the round. We have to go with this one, but we have to consider what we're putting in slot number 3. We've gone to the stratosphere. We're breaking free. The ozone layer is ours. The hole in the ozone layer was created by none other than me. I hate to break it to you this way. I know a lot of people were very worried about that one. That was just me. I got a little hungry. Took a little bite out of it. Dude, have you guys seen what happened? I think it was, I believe it was the Iberian Peninsula, right? Spain and Portugal. The power is just like completely cut. How long do you think until they go back to like drawing hentai by hand there? Because it's got to, at this point, there's too many gooners in society. A rare laser pointer? Fuck. Can I sell things? No, you can't. Okay. Oh, fuck. Triggers an electron beam that passes through 2 pegs. When an electron beam hits a peg, the peg will give 50% of its... Okay. Did not pop pegs. Got it. Summons 1 straw that pops 1 peg. Okay. Gain +5% for each time you've jumbled pegs each game. I don't understand that one at all. 1 random peg gives +20 points. Increase this number by 20 for every time this item is triggered during the round. If Nubby is still alive, 50% chance to force trigger the item in slot 2. But that's pass round goal. So I think I like his Bestos in slot 4. It's just kind of like anywhere before there, I don't like what it does for my lungs. Past, yeah, I think that slot 4 is Bestos makes a lot of sense. And if you don't think it makes sense, you haven't played Nubby. You gotta stop nibbling cables or more outages will happen. They shouldn't coat them in such delicious rubber. And they put such great copper on the inside. My favorite thing to eat of all time. 30 seconds. I feel like I'd be forced to hate my neighbor, right? This peg will explode and pop 8 pegs in a cross pattern when popped. Because it's probably the first time a lot of them have to interface with their neighbors, like realistically. Just based off the idea that, look, we don't really interact with the people around us. We're too busy on our damn phones or something. I feel like I just... Oh, hold on. Every 3 seconds, force triggers all items. Force triggers 1 random Nubby dies item again. Let's just do the cheesy perk. That shit seems absurd. Every 3 seconds, we just get to do everything? Yeah, that's awesome. I don't know how we can lose. Wait, is this the easiest game of all time? Nubby hits the wall. She never had it all? Wait, 1 Prozac a day, husband's a CPA. We're kind of broke, so I'm just gonna spend 5 on getting my items up, my funny up. But you know, I don't know, I just like my neighbors, the most interaction I've had with them, and I've lived here for a decent amount of time, is I go, hey, how's it going? If I see them in the hallway as we're walking past each other. And I consider that to almost be too much interaction with them, right? Like, I don't need to know you that well, actually. What killed my nub? Bitch, don't kill my nub. Wait, what did that? Is it asbestos? No, because that's when a peg's halved. Meat orbs die when Nubby dies. Pop all pegs. So what's causing it to end so early? Because I'm watching my nub. My nub's still... Oh, yeah, there goes my nub that time. That time I understand. Sure, special round of mayhem. That's fine. Wait, it was the worst shot of all time. I don't want to talk about it right now, okay? I'm in my feels. I'm in my big Nubby arc right now, okay? I need to think on this one for a while. But you know, if everything just kind of went out, dude, I think I would despise having to interact with them 24/7. And I don't know, is it still out? I don't know if it's back yet. I don't live in the Iberian Peninsula, to make things completely clear. Why do you call it the Iberian Peninsula instead of just saying Spain or Portugal? Because it sounds like I know what I'm talking about so much more. Like, you got to admit, when I was saying that, you were probably thinking to yourself, holy shit, this guy's smart. But I precisely shot it where I wanted. Okay, we're chilling. We need something good. Happy Seal, first peg pop, 2 random pegs get smacked. When a peg is smacked, it counts as a peg halve trigger without actually having it. Okay, sure. That's not bad. Nubby gives points equal to the number of times that Nubby has bounced this round. I don't like that, I don't think. Every empty peg gives points equal to the amount of pegs that have been popped this round. I think Sea Cucumber goes crazy. We'll put it in slot 4 because I don't really know what anything does. So this just kind of makes sense to me. This is what adds up. See, because then we get plus 18 from each of those. Crazy restocks. Absolutely ginormous restocks. Okay, those ones were not as good. Sneaky snipers. Hold. Plus 19 on those. Yeah, Sea Cucumber's an early game carry, I think. If you invest in Sea Cucumber, your early game's going to go insane, and I think you already know that. Hold. Oh, only plus 12 on each of those. Not the best restock of all time. Force triggers all items in odd numbered slots. Okay. If Nubby is alive, 50% chance to force trigger the item in slot 3. I think I'd rather just start waffling. Some people would say it's what I do on my streams anyways. Some would say he never shuts up regardless. Let's try to get ourselves a better pattern so we have to hit more. See, that worked. All right, Poop Butt is for every time the board has restocked this game, gain plus 15 points. On the first peg popped, and it would force trigger all items on the first peg popped again. That's not bad. First peg pop, Nubby emits a boost of nuclear waste. Nuclear waste pops any peg that touches it. If Nubby isn't alive, a random peg will emit the burst. Sure. Summons a sharp shot that will pop a random peg 10 times. Let's get, honestly, I'm going to do Poop Butt slot 3. It's a controversial play, and not a lot of people are talking about it. Are you able to reorganize? You're totally able to reorganize, and I've been treating it like it's locked in stone. I thought the second that I clicked one of them, that was just like my life. All right. This is like Poop Butt tech here. Well, honestly, in that case, you've got no reason not to force retrigger each and every one of those. Is it anything insane? No, but it's something, right? I'd rather have something than nothing. Philosophers. Dude, we should normalize asking your friends random philosophical questions. Just like start playing Valorant with your friends and hitting them with the, do you think people are intrinsically born good or evil? And they're like, dude, I'm just trying to fight. Get Poop Up for the name alone. That's kind of why I was here. I read his name and I knew he had to be part of the team. But like, starting any conversation and or question with that, I think is just such a good idea. And I don't see any way it could go poorly. Dude, Poop Butt's giving so many points. I mean, you gotta pay to play a little bit. Because now we can go for a key. And It's only 6 to do a spin. We're easy gonna get that back. 1 again. I'm starting to think I have the worst luck of all time. So what's the key do for us at the grab-a-thon? When open, receive a suspicious key. On the next shop turn, you will gain access to the black market. Okay, so then we should save our money. He is one of the best things. Yeah, that's why I went for it. Forgot to mention, guys, I'm a pro nubster. Sorry, I lied on my resume over here. I know all... This guy's good, Yugs. He knows everything there is to know about nubbying. Roll me in a different orientation. Oh, so now I'm homosexual. Okay, good orientation swap. I know. What do you mean now? Fair. But yeah, I don't think I could survive without power. A mysterious door appears. Use the key because we have 16 gold. Click an item and drag it into your inventory. Press right mouse on items in your inventory to sell them. Okay. Corrupted. This item cannot be force triggered. Reduce round goal by 50 or by 30% and have all pegs. I don't get it. I don't know why I'd want that. Jake the Snake. This item cannot be force triggered. First peg popped, 1 in 2 chance to double all pegs. So it can't be force triggered, but Jake the Snake is kind of insane. That's so good for us, right? Yo, Jake the Snake. That's what I'm saying. Jake the Snake kind of seems like my guy. I'm riding with Jake the Snake because he's riding on me. And some people would say pause. No, he has a tail. Sadly, no pregnancy test. I heard that can run Doom Eternal. That's not Doom Eternal. It's the classic Doom. Sorry. Force triggers the leftmost item in your inventory. Lose 3% of your total points. It just wouldn't be worthwhile. Force triggers the item in slot 6 one time every 7 rounds have passed with this in your inventory. Just give me 4 gold because both of those are asking too much. Mice VTubers are interesting. I mean, hold on. Here, this should make the transition from an anime girl to a mouse a little bit more palatable for you. Here. There, now you have something to stare at and you can be like, oh, I get it. This is what a VTuber is supposed to be like. You're welcome. Hey, I'm a hero, all right? I don't do it for the money. I do it to see the smile on people like you's faces. I think I should name my next pet Poop Butt. Kind of got like the early Reddit dick butt energy to it. And I don't mean that in an insulting or, insulting way at all. Salted slices using toggles. Joe must see this. If there was a counter of times that... Hold on, what's this one? Okay, doubles a random peg. Okay. So then if I put you in slot 5, that goes insane. And then we can expand both of these. Oh, now we can go to the cafe, finally. Which stocks a rare food item. Or randomizes all items in inventory. Good luck. I'm not that kind of guy yet. Much as I wish that I was. But yeah, if there was something that showed off how many times I've used each toggle, I feel like the boob toggle would be the only one that's really been used. And I don't know what that says about me as a person. And I'd rather not find out. I don't pay for therapy for a reason. I live in the United States of America. Shit gets expensive. Hydrogen bomb peg. When popped for the first time, this peg will trigger a mega explosion that pops all pegs once. Okay. I see what you're coming. I've watched Oppenheimer, specifically on a plane to Japan, which I then realized after the fact is probably, like, I'm a bad person for doing that. 20 hours in and I still can't bring myself to grab the randomizer. All right, well, at least I'm not alone in being a coward. As long as there's many people like me, as long as Misery has good company. I mean, Missouri doesn't have good company. I went there once, and the only guy I met that I talked to, well, I guess I met a lot of people, just not many of them talked to me, said that he calls it Misery because he hates it here. If you have passed the round goal this round, force trigger the item in slot 5 twice. Why not? I don't know if Kazoo's necessarily what I want, but you know, that is true. I went on a road trip when I first graduated high school. I guess I never second graduated high school, so suppose saying first graduated doesn't mean much. You could move something else to slot 5. Yeah, but I can't force trigger Jake the Snake. Poop butt, I don't think I care to re-trigger because I've already passed, so what do I care about those points at that point? Maybe I could do sea cucumber. Nice burning skull. Thanks, you noticed that? The lowest number peg gives points equal to 10 times its number. If the lowest number peg is 64 or less, it'll give plus 1,000 points instead. Okay, I see where you're coming from. Creates a chain bolt that pops a cluster of pegs, or 10% chance to cause a giant explosion, 40% chance if you're on your last one. So I could force trigger that one. I could also force trigger... What if I just put broken socket in slot 5? I don't know if I care for this. It's a 10% chance. The synergies are just so important late game. Randomizer would be good early game. But if you're cafe that early, you already have a build. I'm cafe this early because I don't know what's going on. Gives +1 kebab perk. 50% chance to force trigger the rightmost item in your inventory. Sure. I'll eat a kebab. Gained +1 kebab perk. Yeah, I sure did. You notice that? So it would force trigger, so it will have to happen. And we also get to pop everything because this gets force triggered again from there. Hold on. I think I'm starting to see it. I think I'm starting to become Nubby. Like, I'm looking over at him on the left, and I'm feeling very similar. This game looks like piss. Excuse you. What Henry but Psychic's lag does. I'm just gonna play it like it's normal, and we'll see if I've done the correct thing. It's looking like I'm pretty good, just based off everything. Maybe I should put poop butt in slot, or sorry, maybe I should put sea cucumber slot there, and then we should do it like this instead. Yeah, and then triggering this one twice, I think it's fine. Rerolls are free in shop? Oh, they're free. Oh, I thought they, okay, so I've been misplaying my shops, I would say. They didn't teach me that one in the tutorial. In the tutorial, they just said shoot it and see what happens. And I've been trying to shoot my shot ever since. I love, speaking of shooting your shot, I love those kind of like, holy. The first is free? Okay, okay. I love those kind of like TikTok guys who do nothing but try to hit on women. Not because I think that's awesome to do, by the way. But just because they'll be like, women don't want anybody to be nice to them anymore. And they always start with some shit like, what color are your panties? It's like, oh, what? Taking an interest in someone's appearance is bad now? Yeah, man. When you do it that way. Doubles 4 random pegs whose number is less than 32. Does not matter. The skull is back. Does not matter. All pegs give points equal to double the lowest number peg. Okay. Hold. So... all pegs give points equal to double the number the lowest peg. So then maybe I should put you over here, but you're getting force triggered on the, but only on the first peg pop. So I don't think I really care. So, well, but then hold on, but that's only once that it would force trigger you. So maybe I just put the evil goose right here, and then, and to freeze in shop is free to do. Nice to freeze something you aren't sure about. Okay, tardigrade is 25% chance to double 1 random peg. Also, you can combine 2 of the same item. This game is evolving. I'm Danny DeVito at the opera right now. I get it now. Well, let's check what's in the cafe, and then we can go back to the shop. If you have less than 5 lives, restore +1 life. Otherwise, re-roll all cafe foods. Yeah, I can already just do that. Upon returning to Nubby Mart, get +1. Well, rerolls are free, so we should reroll. Gain +1 coin for every strawberry eaten in this game. Okay, let's start doing our econ play now, and then get another kebab perk. 50% chance when our Nubby dies to do this twice, which should, that's our insurance policy. You don't have anything having pegs? Does hitting a peg not have a peg? I thought every time I hit one, that was considered having. If that does not work that way, then yeah, no, you would be insanely correct. Yeah, that would do absolutely nothing for me. Okay, we only got a double restock. I was kind of hoping we'd go a little more to the moon. Everything's dependent on which one doubles everything. Oh, wait. Yeah, you. Jake the Snake is our #1 thing. He kind of does everything for us. I don't like this map much. I love this map. This is the kind of thing I'm looking for. Jake the Snake is really our MVP, though. We're about to get gold. Okay. Assuming I can nub with the big dogs. Worst shot of all time, asked to leave the Nubby factory. This is heartbreaking. Oh my god. We gotta lock in. We have to lock in. It's okay. Just hit shots. Give me a good orientation. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. That should be good enough. Yeah. We're broke, unfortunately. Seal? No. There's so... maybe I should have just got Flaming Skull. No, it's a specific trigger. Usually the seal and plastic tree are the engines for having stuff. Seal. First peg, peg halved. When a peg is smacked, it counts as... Oh. Okay. I understand. So if I wanted to do a halving thing, this would be what I'd need. I think... Well, let's just re-roll and see what we're looking at here. Now we have... When this is force triggered, it transfers the force trigger to the item to the left of me, has a 50% chance to add +1 additional force trigger. Okay, so I kind of want to drag an item over. I kind of want to freeze this because I could see this one going crazy. What's the plot of this game? The animals are dying, or sorry, the animals are leaving, the planet is dying. It might just be you and me, but we don't really know if we need anybody else yet. Pops a random peg. When this peg pops, it will give points twice. Okay, sure. 25% chance to double a random one when a peg is halved. But so because I don't feel like we're in a halved synergy right now. I think we're in a front-loaded synergy though. Mimics the effects of the most recently eaten food item. That doesn't help yet. +1 coin for each remaining life. Gain 2 coins. Sometimes you gotta spend 3 to get 2. Sometimes you gotta even do that twice. Okay. But now we're on Strawberry Econ. Boss round. Holiday cheer. When popped, all pegs will copy this peg's number. 512's not bad. What if I did this? That would be horrible. Why would I do that? Like, what? Honestly, what am I even thinking? Oh, I see the issue here. Oh. Last shot? Sure is. Okay. Hold. But it's not over till it's over. It's kind of like what they don't tell you at the Nubby's number factory. Okay. Now I need something that saves me. Force triggers all... When a Nubby dies... Wait, that seems really good. Because we have a lot of... Well, Jake the Snake doesn't do much. I would lean into doubling pegs because of Jake and Kazoo. If they double fast enough, you just bounce and never die. True. Okay, I see where you're coming from with that. Let's try to get this up top. Love to see that for me. Starting with that should just give a free pass. It does. Okay, okay, last shot. Hate seeing that then. Just lock in, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. It's because I never combined items either. But we did get 3 stars for that, which means a lot. Classic mode. I'm sorry, I was trying to see what the... Oh. Hello, my name is... Squids are 20 times more likely? Oh. There's different... Oh, there's a lot of different Nubulons to unlock. Okay. Now we're getting there. But I'll stop backseating. No, I appreciate it. There's a lot. It's a front-loaded game. And honestly, the kinds of call-outs I'm giving whilst playing it make me feel like imagine if an engineer at NASA got these call-outs that I'm giving about, hold on, if only I could get my Kazoo to double, then we can try to look for a plastic tree synergy. They'd think that they had lost their mind, and they wouldn't be wrong. Okay, okay, that's not bad. I mean, early game, it's all about lining up these large ones, right? These big, large lads. Oh my god, come on. If I'm burning lives early, we're fucked. I know. Would have bounced one more time, it would have been so good. Okay. Doubles 4 random pegs whose number is less than 32. Now, that's when it hits wall twice, which would not be happening often. Flamethrowers, every 1 second, it explodes and pops a lot of pegs. I want to do that, and then we want to just try and get some, like, hang time. Okay, okay. I think I like Flamethrower a lot. It just makes a lot of stuff going on. The Teletubby son is mad. When I was a kid, I would cry when the sun came out on Teletubbies. He scared me. I didn't trust him, which is crazy because I think he's supposed to be like the one who grounds you in the world of the Teletubbies. He's supposed to be the lens through which we're seeing the world of Teletubbying. Force triggers all items in odd number slots, or every 3 seconds, force triggers all items. I feel like it's gotta be cheesy perk if I'm saying I want to try and live for a while. Yeah, see that's what I'm talking about. 2x restock, now we're on to something. Halves the highest number peg, doubles the lowest number peg 2 times. Okay, doubles a random peg. So now we're getting to the doubling again, and we're on to something. And then we're using cheesy, which means we don't have to worry too much. It'll just work, allegedly. We need to get more airtime, more hang time. Let it hang, queen. Okay, okay. Sneaky snipers, if you say so. That's huge. That's big value. Maybe flamethrower doesn't fit in a build like this. You got to consider that it's kind of trying to cannibalize everything we're doing. And not many people feel comfortable with the cannibals around. I don't know. I didn't watch... Well, I was going to say Cannibal Holocaust. I'm just assuming that that was about cannibalism based off nothing but the name alone. Let's get the key. If the key is right here and the key gives me a free item, which it does, and we could sell the flamethrower if I think the flamethrower doesn't fit in a build like this, I'm seeing a lot of reasons to go key and very few reasons to not go key. And then maybe we can eat now... If we get a corrupted item from our black market, we can't force trigger it, which does suck with cheesy. That's true. However, I'm learning. Every single day, I'm learning more and more. Sneaky snipers. Now, this one, they treat it like it's a bad thing. I'll let you know right now, I feel at home with the snipers with me. Not a great shot, honestly. Okay, okay. Wait. Mysterious door. Use the key. So we've got this one. 2 random pegs will copy the number of the first peg pop. If this slot is an item slot 7, 4 pegs will be affected instead of 2, but it can't be forced. Reduces the round goal and halves all pegs. We don't want to have all pegs. If the first peg popped is the highest number peg, multiply score by 2.5x. I don't know if we care about any of those, so roll me. Now we got Jake the Snake again, but we also have the lowest number peg becomes a copy of the highest number peg. Every 1.5 seconds. So, like, King Baby seems really good. However, we can't force it. And I feel like this is one I'd really want to force. If I like doing one thing, it's forcing children to do work for me. What can I say? Capitalism's gone crazy for me. Now, for first peg, we could just go back to jaking it. Press right click on items in your inventory to sell them. Do I drop flamethrower? Because it's popping all of our pegs before I can keep doubling them. And I think I'd rather have just my one nub going and keep bouncing without having flamethrower. So I think you would sell this for 4. And then you take Jake the Snake and you put Jake the Snake. Do you take Jake the Snake? Do you take Jake the Snake or do you take the King Baby? You don't get a lot of King Babies in this world. In fact, they made one Boss Baby, and then they turned it into a whole franchise. So I guess you might get a couple King Babies. I don't know. Corrupted items kind of scare me because I can't force trigger them. That's kind of the only thing I know how to do. But it's still every 1.5 seconds, which isn't bad. We'll take the King Baby. I feel like it's just worthwhile. And then we do this. And then, oh, yeah. No, we're going off to the races with that one. No, we made the right choice. Now, this is where it gets a little bit crazy. A little bit, dare I even say, frightening. Oh, my God. Oh, he doesn't even know how to shoot, man. This guy doesn't know ball or Aristotle. Oh, my dude. We need to do better than this. We can't. I'm going to die here because I can't hold. Now we're on to something. That's all we've needed. Oh, I was so worried. Perk, rare. Force triggers the leftmost item X times. Jumbling pegs increases X by 2. This value resets after each round. I don't... What is jumbling? Oh man, they didn't tell me that I had to sort my Duca whatsips before I could even get the triggers I want. If the round started less than 1.5 seconds ago, force triggers the items in slots with numbers 1, 2, and 3. No. I don't know. We have limited perk slots, and I don't know what jumbling does. We don't jumble any pegs, so just skip me. Just give me money. And some people say, I can't believe he threw away the jumble run. Look, I'm just a different behemoth, okay? I know what I want. I know what I want in a man, and I think that's what makes me very different from everybody else. Oh, bad luck. Okay, now we're on to something. Now we're on to something. Would have really liked to get one more on that. I think we're just dead here. Wait, we don't have to be, though. It doesn't have to be all that bad. If we live here, we're off to the races. If we die here, I don't have to tell you that we're dead. I think that you'll understand that of your own volition. Okay, we live. Now we can do something. This will give us a lot of points. Because it force triggers all items. Pops the lowest number peg twice. 25% chance to double one. Nubby bounces 60% double. I don't like dancing dine. It's just too much of a risk. So I'll take one. Roll me. Expand me. The lowest number peg gives points equal to 10 times its number. Okay, that's not horrible. Have the highest doubles the lowest number twice. Emits nuclear waste. Okay. Huh. Nuclear waste pops any peg it touches. I don't think we want to do that. If the lowest number peg gives equal to 10 times its amount. We'll do this because we're supposed to be doubling a lot. If I'm playing this build right. Now, am I? I don't think I'm doing very much of anything correct. And I know that that's a tragic thing to hear. Okay. Restock X3. That's big nub value. If we can keep up this level of nubbing, I mean, hold. Now we're off to something. Psychic Link is all psychic pegs will give points equal to their number of when any psychic peg is popped. This could be massive for us then. So I should like, oh my God, what are we doing, man? I'm shooting gutter balls. They put up the railing for me and everything, and I'm hitting the gutter. That's tragic. How long did you guys, I don't know if you ever were huge on bowling as kids, right? How long did you guys have to use the gutters when you were going bowling as a kid? Because for me, I think it was an embarrassingly long time. I remember being, if you have 4 or less items, force triggers the item in slot 4 times. I think I was like 13 before I put them down. You have passed the round goal, force trigger the item in slot 5 twice. Force trigger the item in slot 4. What if I just did this? And then we went hold. Okay. Till I was 10. I still feel like that's better than what I did, man. Mine still feels very embarrassing. I feel like I should have been better. Force trigger this item. When this item's force triggered, it triggers the force, or it transfers it to the left. So every 3 seconds, you're force triggering. I know that this completely gets rid of the QB perk. I'm a different beast than just caring about QB, though. Oh, it's trying to tell me I can combine. I wish that I could. Too poor. Get more money to buy this. You can sell by right-clicking. All right. Then hear me out. We get rid of the turtle, and then we combine the kazoos to have a better kazoo, the kazoo plus. But I want it to be like this. Wait. But then we should do this instead to force trigger this so much that you won't even believe. Now, the important thing about that is actually getting any form of value out of it. I think if you just hold it, you can see what the upgrade does. Hold. Oh my God. We're going insane. Super score? I'd say so. Okay. Oh my God. Holy. Wait, the doubling build is absurd. We're printing free money. Now I understand Bitcoin, bros. Mayhem has begun. It already had. Okay, well, that was just sad. Oh my God, holy. We were up to 2 million on it. Rat Gaming, yo, King Baby is hype. Well, yeah, I mean, the only issue I have with King Baby is we got him corrupted, so I'm not able to force trigger him, because if we were force triggering him, we'd be doing absurd things right now. Instead, we're doing okay things. The king has appeared. Hello, king. Welcome in. Hello, hello. We have $90, $99 to work with. We might as well go in here and start getting some stuff going. Stocks a random rare food. Why not? The croissant gives the croissant perk. Highest number peg popped has an X% chance to force trigger the item in slot number 3. For each remaining gains 25% odds. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think we're on to something with the... Yeah. The croissant seems really good. We should keep our econ up while we can. Stock a random rare food item because we got the money. Gain plus 1% odds for rare food items across all shops. This does not increase the odds of ultra rare food items. That's fine. Now we've got better rare odds. So, what are we looking for here? None of you... And then you, I can upgrade. Now you have a 33% chance to double the doubles on this one. There, I even say toil and trouble on that one. Poop Butt, we might be able to get rid of soon. No offense to him. Kazoo, are you able to combine kazoos into other kazoos? Like if I, okay, so first of all, I'm gonna sell you now so we can keep our QB perk going. I think so. Okay. So this should be huge. We do this and now we're off. Hold. I somehow did not clear it. Dare I call that one a potential skill issue? No, I don't think so. Oh my God. All right. We're not going to get any more of those insane ones, I suppose. That's understandable. What if I just shot here instead and we aim for King Baby to get more stuff going like this? That's pretty good. Now I'm understanding. He's beginning to believe. I don't like this one's orientation. I don't mind this one's orientation. I mind. That was really bad. We could have got so much more out of that. Just hit me here. Come on. Ooh, baby. God. This item emits a God Ray. The God Ray rapidly pops a random peg once each time the item in slot number 1 has triggered this round. It's not... I mean, it feels good. So we probably want to buy God Ray. And then we want to roll. No kazoo. Oh, it's so hard to think because like you gotta understand where I'm coming from, right? Gain 1 coin for each life remaining. Well, this has to be at least 5. Yeah, 5 coins. If you have less than 5 lives, restore plus 1 life. I have precisely 5, so roll me. Okay, free money yet again. Stock a random rare food item. What you got for me? Mimics the effect of the most recently one. Mimics kidney bean. Give me something else. Croissant perk. Has a % chance to trigger the okay, yeah. When the highest number peg is popped. So now we're off to doing something, which means I should be aiming for nothing but the highest. So I should just like do that. And then now, unfortunately, we don't get our cube value anymore. And also the holiday cheer has begun. I don't think holiday cheer is that bad for us though. That seemed pretty, dare I say, good. Okay. Slot number 1 is empty. A random item from Nubby Mart will appear. No. Just give me another QB perk. I think that this is a blessed run. I'm pretty sure that like somebody has descended from the heavens to guarantee that this one's going to go well for us. Now, we're not using the QB perk right now. I understand if you're about to tell me, by the way, just so you know, Salted Slice is actually not working. I know. And that's okay. It's not fantastic or anything, my favorite character from Marvel Rivals. However, it's fine. That was not fine. I need a little bit luckier with my hits like that. Because then we get a little something like that. Holy, wait. Dude, I can totally understand why boomers will spend all their money at casinos now. However, we can't put them on Nubby's Number Factory. They won't understand. You think a paltry casino means anything? Try getting X173 the score in Nubby's Number Factory. That's enlightenment. We don't need sea cucumber. We don't need tardigrade, not on this one. Plus 5 points every time this item is triggered. 1 in 50 chance to metamorphosize. I mean, we could do that, but I just don't understand why I'd want to. No. I think we're fine. Maybe I have to look at another synergy so we don't just like pigeonhole ourselves. Kebab is 50% chance to force trigger the rightmost item in your inventory when Nubby dies. Okay, so that will give 2 triggers on God Rays. We're up to 3 coins on those now. Otherwise, reroll. Give me a kebab perk yet again. Then reroll my food items. Free. 50% to double coins. 50% chance to set coins to 0. I don't see any reason why I'd want to do that right now. So I'm going to just like get my coins and reroll. Then I'm going to spawn a rare food. And then I'm going to spawn a rare food. And then I will not randomize all items in my inventory. So I will just reroll everything. And then I will get more money going. Hold on. Daddy's infinitely getting money. The stock market's great right now. Now, I don't want to fill up all of my perk slots. So I think we're fine, because I don't think you can get rid of perks. So I might have bricked the run by taking too many perks. Oopsies. What, you gonna blame a girl for having fun? There's like 50 perk slots. Oh, it keeps going past these. So I should have just bought more kebabs then. Okay. Whoopsies. I think it's fine. And you know what? I'll find it in my heart to forgive me. Somehow, I think I might be able to look myself in the eyes still and say that I've done enough. Yeah, you get something like that going. Now we're down to 1 million on some of them, 4 million on some of them. Okay. Not our best work. Not our best work. Say cheese. This peg gives twice points when popped. I just don't, I mean, like, thank you, I suppose. I just don't know how you're supposed to be a challenge, I guess. Now, I could really use... we hit this one and then we're off. Bad doubling. I've seen worse. I've seen better, sure, but I've seen worse. So I shouldn't really worry too much. Force triggers all first peg popped items, or every 3 seconds force trigger everything. It has to go back to my goat. yeah, I think going back to that one was a good idea. Now, we didn't get many restocks from that, but that's because it didn't really go that insane either. We should go to the cafe first. We're up to maximum money currently. So we might as well eat the pickle rat, and then we should get our money back. And then we should eat the pickle rat, and then we get our money back. And then we lima bean, which will then just give us a croissant, which gives us the croissant perk, which then means each has a % chance to re-trigger the item in slot number 3, which should be you. But honestly, no, at this point, it should be different. Because we're not getting QB value right now. But now we'll be getting QB value. You can't combine, you can't get a plus. Obviously, how foolish of me to believe that I could. However, peg halved 25% chance to double one of them. Now, you might say that that does nothing, but we can force trigger that to do something. I'm not saying it's insanely valuable. However, now we have 2 random pegs are getting smacked, and then we're doing more stuff. So now we've got a little bit more synergy going on here. We do have more tardigrade synergy. We can also go back to forcing more. I mean, are God Rays doing anything for us at that point? This looks like a mix of Peggle and those brick breaking games. This is my sensory, this is like my brain rot content. Thank you for signing on. This is how I'm gonna be in the retirement home talking about Nubby's Number Factory. Everyone else is gonna be talking about how they were stuck in the Normandy storming the beaches, and I'll be like, you wouldn't understand. I had a tardigrade that was doubling everything, plus my seal was giving more triggers while King Baby made me feel different. Super score? I'd fucking say so. Yeah, I'm noticing that, actually. I'm noticing the score is quite super, actually. That's honestly not fair. Oh my god. Hold. We're currently... Okay. I get it. I understand now. Peg mania? Yeah, man. That's what I pay her for. If there wasn't going to be any manic pegging, you think I'd show up? Oh, wow. We did really bad that time. We had really, really bad triggers. Okay. But now we should be off. I mean, it depends on how it hits. But we are up to getting 1 billion on each peg. That's worth a lot to me. I don't know if this will ever end. This might just, like, welcome to your life. You know what I mean? Hold. It's not over yet. You honestly might hit the integer limit. We don't know that yet. Anything could happen. Yes! We've done it! Oh, man. Fuck yeah. Give me something. What you got for me? Give me fuel, give me fire. When open? Sure. I'm just gonna skip the pants. Thanks for the option. Not me. And a key? Sure is. What we got in here? Thank you so much. All right. Now, let's see what we got going on in here. 5 gold. All right. I'll call that a win there. Roll me. Can't get my first hit going. Yeah, we actually just, like, waste lives. Hold on. Oh, my God. We need... This is horrible. All right, whatever. That should give us all of our lives back. I misplayed it. I misplayed it. You don't have to tell me twice. I know. I know. I want to be able to hit the 67 million first because we get something special if we can hit that top one, but... Okay. Oh my God. Wait, don't throw the entire game. Or do. I mean, I guess it's really my choice. These have been atrocious rolls. Guys? I'm done playing around here. Thank you. No way. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry. You didn't think that I'd mess it up, right? I was just playing around. You know me. Classic. When popped, this will emit 2 snot shots. Okay, sure. I'm snotting my shots to this. I don't know. Just like close your eyes and listen to the pretty music, man. Scared me? The one who was the most scared was myself. Oh my God, dude. Now imagine if we could force trigger King Baby. Society if. I mean, if we find a version of it that we don't have to force trigger, I wonder if I can sell this one. You broke the game. Thank you. Divine score. I noticed. Roll me. Hit this one first. Oh, bad. Mysterious door opens. Sure. What do you have for me? Ouroboros. I just none of those. Ida, alien. Nah. I think we're chill. Maybe I should have just gone to a normal shop. Dude said it's nubbing time and nubbed all over the place. I think I nubbed in my pants. I'm not 100% sure, but like something just feels different. Okay, yeah, I'd say so. Pessimism. This peg will subtract points instead of adding points when popped. We might be fucked. How do I play against this? I fucked up. I fucked up. I thought the end button appeared because it meant like you've done it. You've won. That is actually not what it means. Your own hubris. End. What hubris? We win those. Force triggers the item in slot 6 one time every 7 rounds you pass with this item in your inventory. Rounds past 0. Don't care. When Nubby dies, force trigger 1 random Nubby dies perk again. Sure. Now, we just hit our 134 million. And we need some doubling to happen at some point in time. You don't have to. Sorry. I'm sorry I made you feel like you needed to. Do I still have a one? Yeah, I still have a 134 million that I'd love to start with. And then if I could get myself in the pit, if I could be like that one TikToker who said, I'm finna be in the pit, that would honestly be the ideal point of my life right around now. All right, we take those. We take those. Pretty good score. Pretty good score. You guys remember that TikToker who said that? Why was there so much controversy around it? I mean, like, it was very cringe, for sure. But, like, I don't know. She was finna be in the pit. Nubby was hugging that pig. Brother, if you find a woman who wants to be in for the pegging, you better hug her, too. You better hold that tight. Oh, because he went in there and got mauled by a pack of feral partygoers? I thought you were going to say mauled by a pack of goofy goobers. And I was about to be like, no, man. I heard they hunted flocks. This is what Kendrick warned us about. He said they move in flocks or something like that. Best viewers on streamboo.com. I just don't think that there are. I think I've already got the best viewers on Twitch and YouTube. It's you guys. Sorry, I'm trying to enter my parasocial arc where I just like lie to people. Summons a beach ball that emits 5 streams of confetti when popped. The pegs popped by confetti give 125%. Is that better than all-seeing pyramid, do you guys think? I mean, just give me more kebab perks. And then give me a rare item. I'm too much of a coward. Kebab me? Wait to eat this one to see what we get. Stocks a rare, ultra rare food. Duplicates the most recently obtained perk. Okay, okay. What is the technical term for a pack of goofy goobers? I think it's a murder. I think that's what you're looking for. They're like crows. I'm gonna freeze this one just because I might want it. I'm not really sure what I'm looking for. Mutates into the non-upgraded version of the item of the left of me for the rest of the round. Oh, does it keep corrupted? If it keeps corrupted, then that's not as good. But if it doesn't keep corrupted, we're going infinite. My entire life changes if it doesn't keep corrupted. Now, if it keeps corrupted, it keeps... I mean, that's okay still. Hold on. But what if... What if I force triggered an E block, which force triggered... Like, what if I sold Kazoo to put this next to an E block? So that way it would force trigger an E block, which force triggers an E block, which force triggers a Kazoo. Would that be good? I mean, it's a non-upgraded E block. I understand that. But even still, it's guaranteed to pass at least 1 over. So I think there's something that matters for... Yeah, there is something that matters for slot 3. But would that be worthwhile? Or should I just get, like... I think I like squid. Can I unfreeze you? I can. Okay, I'm gonna freeze squid. You'd have to move it though, since squid copies to the left item. Yeah. So like what I was saying is, what if I sold this Kazoo and put squid in left, and then it like cascades down? Because then there was something that was slot 1 dependent. Or was there? No, this is... Wait. Nubby dies, 50% chance to trigger the rightmost. But if I'm triggering the rightmost, I should do that. That would just be better. We'll freeze the squid. We'll think about it. No guarantees on them. I'm happy we have one nub that was just like 16. Well, that was horrible. Well, that might have just been the worst it could have ever been. Hold. Hold. It's not over till it's over, though. Yeah, there we go. That's better. That's better. It's because I couldn't hit the top one. But then we got really good God Ray action. Did this game come out today? What is this game? It's like a... It's honestly a visual representation of what it would be like for somebody from the medieval ages to come to 2025. That's the best way I can describe it. If you want to know what my run is doing, welcome to the fucking club. This peg will multiply the total points by 1.5 times when pop for the first time. Okay. So that's not bad. I don't hate this orientation, but we can probably get something better going. Now, something like that is okay, but it's far from good. Okay, hold. We're on to something here. Now that one's up to 1 trillion points for getting hit. Yeah. Weirdly reminds me of Balatro. Funny you'd say that. LocalThunk endorsing this game is what made me want to pick it up. LocalThunk is the developer of Balatro, for anybody who was missing that context. And it's like, I don't understand. Why does he hold the values of this random thunk that highly? Wait. Okay. Not bad, not bad. That's full lives back. Why don't I get 375 more triggers of that? 5% chance to force trigger the item in slot number 5 when Nubby bounces. Okay. Hold me now. I'm like 6 feet from the edge and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet's not so far. That should be how that works. This is an okay lineup just in general, because then we get more king baby shenanigans going, and then this kind of just keeps going from here. And then as long as our nub just stays up top, keeps back. Well, if he would have kept bouncing, could have gone infinite. Okay. When a peg is smashed, well, why do I care about a peg getting halved? Oh, so am I only using seal for the synergy of tardigrade? Seal be gone? That's kind of what I'm thinking. Because now it should transform for the rest of the round. So then I can put you in slot 5. You here. No, because I want, I want the chain to be like this. Because nothing cares about slot 6, but something cares about slot 5. I think it's you. 5% chance to force trigger the slot 5 one, which would be Kazoo in this case. And then you all pass down into a singular Kazoo. Stocks a random food item. What do we have for me? A croissant perk. Yes. That's what we're looking for. Give me another kidney bean. Give me the chance to double it all. Oh, baby. Stock a ultra rare food item. So now we can duplicate the most recently obtained perk, which is another croissant, which then we can get another kebab going, from which we will eat a strawberry to keep our econ up, at which point, obviously, like, this game's just too easy for a guy like me. Doubled tardigrade? I'd rather double the... Because this would just double one random peg, right? But this doubles a random peg twice. So tardigrade actually can go at this point. Tardigrade does nothing for us. Fuck it, we risk it again. I'm so fucking goated. Now give me another reroll when I go back to the nub mart. Pops the lowest number peg twice upon a peg being fully popped. Neither of those will matter for me. Tardigrade getting upgraded means nothing to me. So honestly, tardigrade, hey, as great as it's been to have you, and you've been a fantastic guest, and I couldn't ask for somebody better, give me another Kazoo. Now what is this one? Highest number peg popped is pop 2 random pegs. All pegs give points equal to double the number of the lowest number peg. But that's only when a peg is halved. But we're forcing triggers on it, so it's actually worthwhile having this one. Trust me. Actually, no. Fuck that. Give me the 2-headed turtle. And roll me so I can get to 1 billion off rip. Instead, I'll copy the 1 billion. 2 billion. Now we're doing some new stuff. This is the kind of stuff you've never seen before, right? This is the kind of stuff that, oh, when I close my eyes, this is the kind of stuff I'm seeing. Holy. We've done it. So what was re-triggering the leftmost one all that time? That's the croissant perk, which isn't what I'm looking for. Force triggers 1 random Nubby dies item again. Sure. Most item in your inventory. Then I want to change you. Yeah. This is it. This is the particle accelerator. Double E goes crazy. We're seeing what we can get here. Now we're starting to get up to something a little bit. That was a bad bounce, and we still get X98. I think that's pretty good. Don't touch me. When pop for the first time, all other pegs will be doubled or halved. I mean, isn't that just what life's all about? I don't know. Did I win? No, not even remotely. Wait. I think we're fine. We should be fine. Because then we also get all the God rays going. That's X 3,900. I mean, we've done better. That's kind of chump, but whatever. It's fine. It's fine. We'll take those. And then now we get more of these going. Yeah. All of a sudden, I'm feeling pretty good about the run. You broke the game. Love to see that popping up, but I didn't actually, right? Because, like, what I'm trying to do is crash the game. I'm quality control right now. Okay, so now we just get our nubs up. That was a really bad one, and we still win. Holy Nubby. This is my... Chat, tell me which run is this? Number 3. We shouldn't eat a strawberry yet. We should get our kebab perk into then eating a strawberry, so that we can keep our money up and then reroll. Hot dog, sure, that's not bad, but like, hold on, let's see what we got here. Because then I want to get another reroll going so we can see what we got going on there, and then we can get more money. Roll me. Double our turtle to be even better. Yeah. And then roll me again. I just don't need any of you. Roll me one more time. All right, pleasure doing business as always. Hit the 2 billion off rip and completely fucking flop your whole entire board. Somehow still manage to get a victory royale. I don't know. Shoot this like there. Dude, whenever you're ready. Not great. I gotta learn to hit the reroll button. This peg will multiply your points when hit for the first time. I bet it will. But we've got a 2 billion peg that I should be aiming for. Now, this is the kind of layup you're looking for. Because then, when that gets... Yeah, that's what's up right there. And then we get to multiply all of our points. All of a sudden. Okay, divine score. I was noticing that myself. How many points do you think a poop butt would give right now? Monetized? Not me. I never would be. The last thing I want to do is gain money off of streaming. That sounds despicable. No such thing as a moral streamer who makes money. True. Objectively not true. Wait, we might be losing here. Dude, give me a good layout, please. Oh my God, please just give me a usable layout. Why? Wait, why is nothing triggering off rip? It's a great question. Okay. Triggers an electron beam that passes through pegs. Electron beam when 2 pegs halved. When an electron beam hits a peg, I don't think we care about that. Did I fuck up something with my order? Because this should be triggering in a downward spiral, correct? And then we should be re-triggering. Maybe I'm just not living long enough to re-trigger everything. I'm gonna buy both of these just for the extra lives, as sad as it is, just to ensure that we're up to something. Give me this one, which is going to re-trigger the rightmost item, which would be gives equal to 20 times its... Yeah, that's what we'd like to see. Stocks a random food item. Eat this first. All right, now show me what you got. Fuck it, why not? We're back to max. What is this silly game? Numbers go up, and my self-worth is directly tied to how large the number can be. So pretty much just like the rat race of life. Nubby's Number Factory is kind of a very... It's a beautiful game because it does tell a story. Final boss, Apocalypse. Blood drops and will rapidly rain down from above and have the first peg they come in contact with. Okay. Our entire build gets countered by the boss, might I add. That's just not great. Oh. Oh, wait. Never mind. Do we want to go endless? Or do we want to just see another build? Day one of reminding Salt that he has toggles. Try fucking say what you want to see. Are you happy? Now get it out of your hand. Now put it away. We've also got this one. Hold on. My old toggles are unbound. I didn't even know that one existed. Sure you didn't. Uh-huh. And all of a sudden the print screen button's a little bit sticky. Can we get a little hat? I mean, I got this one. Ah, ta-da! It's a little Derp the Frog up there. I think I've got this one, which is small face. This one goes kind of crazy. We can go small face for the next one. I'm down to do a little small face ratting. So custom seed. All right, chat. Who's trying to give me they seed? Come on. One win on him. Do I bother mixing up a recipe when I already, like, I don't know if my current recipe is working? Do I try to change it up? Like, do we go squid Tony when I don't even know how to normal Tony aside from doubling? Gotta get Tony Baloney. Which one's Tony Baloney? Oh, that's probably Tony Baloney. Yeah, I mean, he just looks like a slice of bologna. What's Tony Baloney do? Item and perk triggers are randomized at the start of the run. Don't question it. I get it. I've played Balatro. I know the, what was it? Was it the checkered deck, I think? Go. I mean, let's just tone it up. It's gonna feel so underwhelming now. No offense. I know it's doing its best. Give me a better lineup than that. That's good. That's what's up. Yeah, yeah. Salted, why do you torture yourself? What? Why does Sisyphus keep pushing the ball, brother? It's a great question. There's a lot of things we don't have out there. How do I make a tiny human but with the normal rat head? How do I make you a tiny human but with the normal rat head? It's a great question. I don't think eugenics have got there yet. Just give it a couple more years. Okay. Let's try something different this time. Halves and then doubles. So it's not that different, but let's try to do halve and then double. Let's go with a halving synergy. Let's see if we can get something going on here. Now it's going to be rough. It's not that bad, honestly. Use PHP for work. Are you okay? Do you need someone to check up on you? Look. No, of course I'm not okay. Anybody who chooses to go into web development is obviously not okay. And I don't just say that because I'm in web development. I say it because your job description is 99% listen to people who don't know what they want. That's fine. Yeah. This is good. This is good. Okay. Just a plastic tree is not doing bad for us. If slot number 1 is empty, a random item will appear there. Force trigger the leftmost item in your inventory, lose 3%. Let's go with this one and then just move this to slot 2 and we can start getting something going. And I mean, like, that's a way to get past. Now, 2 random pack when it, okay, yeah. So we want to keep having pegs. Time to use assembly for worker. Oh, assembly? Yeah. I mean, like, dude, I don't know what the fuck just happened. Guys, I'm scared. That's significantly better than PHP. What do you want me to do, man? I don't control how most interfaces would read websites, okay? I'm just a guy. I just show up to work and clock in my 9 to 5 and go, am I allowed to go home yet? Can I play Monster Hunter? Please, please, please. All right, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Sneaky snipers. Give me a little horrible rotation there. Also pretty bad. Like, I know I'm passing, by the way. You don't have to tell me, well, it's not that bad. You are still at least I know, but it's not, it doesn't make me feel. All right. Einstein told me something about the definition of insanity, and I think I was just matching it. I'm so broke. Let's gamble our life savings to try and get out of poverty. Fuck. Wait, guys, I'm starting to think the casino's not in my favor. I know that that might seem insane, but I really don't think that it actually has my best interest at heart. I don't know. I'm hoping that I'm wrong on that one because I've been going there oh so often. Roll me. Okay, okay. Now we're going. Ooh. Bad break points, though. Because, like, I need to get good break points on my numbers so that what's getting doubled matters from the tree. John Gambling told me something different. Never mind that. Every empty peg space pops 2 randoms. Give me this one, because that should be, like, some kind of point assurance. You know what I mean? Nothing insane, but it's point assurance. See, this is what's up. Because then we get enough points there to get something. Ouch, you prick. Okay, that's not good at all. Please, bounce better. Okay, we're somehow still in it. 4 triggers, all odd numbered slots. I'm actually going to take Lunar Perk, which might seem insane. I kind of love how all the emotions on your face just left because of small face. Yeah, well, you know. This is what the people want, all right? This is why people don't know what they want. They say they want the triggers, and then they're like, wait, where's the emotion? Where's the passion? You should be used to this. It's what your wife has to deal with every night. Throw this over here. Fuck. Okay, it's okay. I mean, we'll allow it. I'm not... We need more Nubulons kind of going and doing something. That one just... that was a failure to launch. That hardly counts. All right, all right. My face is becoming large again. I'm a large, locked-in man. Do I have the bread trigger somewhere? I should. I'm gonna stop hitting random buttons on my keyboard before I crash my PC. Before I find something I'm not supposed to. Also, hi Pearl, welcome in. How's it going? Welcome to Nubby's Number Factory. My 9 to 5 at the number crunching factory. My cool math games equivalent hold, but for slightly older adults. Quick, whip it out. They don't let you do that on Twitch anymore, okay? There was another VTuber when they allowed artistic nudity who ruined that for everybody. Nubby is still alive, so I'm gonna meet orb. I might. Pops a random peg. When this peg pops, it gives its points twice. I think you might be my best one to start with. Because it gives me some horrible shot. Also horrible. Hold. This is what we're looking for. Now that's what's up. At least, if we're getting at least 2x, we're doing pretty good. Okay. Well, 1x. You know, that counts for something. Sucks that I use sneaky snipers just to get a 1x, because that should have been, like, my big live refill. Wait on it. Okay. We just gotta lock in. It's all about nubbing, you know? The first peg popped was the highest number peg. Force triggers in slots 1 and 2 times. Nubby dies, force trigger all first peg pops. Just give me this one. Because then we can do this. And that's, I mean, that's big points. I mean, that's ginormous. It might be too large. I'm not 100% sure yet. Never been an issue for me until now. Summons a sharp shot that will pop a random peg. Summons 1 straw that pops 1 peg. Pegs popped by the straw gain an additional 20% of their number. Gains plus 5% each time you've jumbled pegs this game. I don't know what jumbling is. I don't know what any of that does, man. When a peg is halved, but it doesn't actually count. When Nubby hits the wall, pop a random peg. Just give me this one. Just give me more pops. Just give me fuel, give me fire. Because now we're up to something. Is it anything great? No, I just said something, okay? We can't hit our ideal one first. We're still able to get something going there, but not what I want. They keep hiding it from me so that I can't get what I need. The shadow government's holding me down. I think Jumble's just a button you can press at the start of each round. This is perhaps the most shocking news I've ever heard. This does kind of change the entire game on its head when you put it that way. Shoot this one first, and then we're off to the races. Well, I can't gamble. I'm sorry. My parole officer says it's not good for me. He says it's how I'm gonna end up back in jail, so not trying to get those Folsom City blues right now. Dude, I think my TikTok listens too much to me. Because yesterday I was talking about country music while I was playing while I was playing Monster Hunter, and I started getting so many country cart videos. First of all, what an absolute vibe country cart is. But second of all, stop listening. That should be between me and my chat only. All right, no one else has to know that I had to listen to that one. Opinion on the latest One Piece episode? Lucci stocks are at an all-time high. Zoro stocks are at an all-time low. Thoughts on this? All pegs give points equal to double the number of the lowest pegs when a peg is halved. That does not help me, silly goose. Now, the two-headed turtle, on the other hand, might change some things. I just don't know which ones yet. We got to get to the diner as quick as possible, I think. But yeah, no, I thought it was good. I do also just think 100% that, hold on, what's this one? This peg will disable a random item when fully popped. Disabled items cannot trigger for the rest of the round. Yeah, I kind of assumed that part at least. Okay, we're fine. We got through that one. I was a little worried about it. If you have passed the round goal, force trigger the item in slot number 5 twice. Force trigger one random Nubby dies item again. We don't have any Nubby dies yet, but we're probably gonna get there. But you know, I've been I don't know. One Piece for me, post time skip, has always just kind of not felt as special. I don't know if anybody else feels that way. I just don't. Something about it, to me, no longer feels like it's about an adventure. It feels like it's about a destination. And I kind of liked the One Piece feeling like it was an adventure show instead of just like a Luffy stretches his arm really far to hit the bad guy show. You know, there were moments like, hold on, doubles 4 random pegs whose number is less than when Nubby hits the wall twice. One random peg gives plus 20, increase the number by plus 20 every time this item is triggered. Now that's when a peg is halved, but we could get on to something here. Also a bit of sauce, especially in the crew interactions. The crew might as well not even be friends with each other. I mean, they just don't even know each other. I won't lie. Every time I see them talk, I'm like, do you even know who's on your crew? There was a line that Brooke had in the most recent episode where he said, oh, I finally get to see Luffy's new transformation. And I was like, Luffy, you fucking bum? You didn't show Brooke your transformation? But that's like, he's on your crew. He's your friend, I thought, man. Oh, I don't know if this combo I'm doing is any good, by the way, because it kind of just feels like it's ass. Okay. Do it this way. And then we want to hit the highest one, which is 512. No, you know what? 2000 is actually a little bit higher than 512, as it turns out. Didn't really know that one. I'm learning every day. But yeah, no, that one is slightly higher somehow. Now, we are allowed to go to the cafe. Give me the goose. I know I'm not doing anything with my pegs halving yet. Oh, just you wait, it'll happen. He's lying. Meet potential, man. No, no, no. When we get these halving things eventually, everything will change. Someday it'll all change. I don't know. Just give me this. See what we got. Yeah, it's just not much of like... I don't think I'm really inspiring much confidence here. Okay, roll me. Horrible positioning. It is what it is. We've still got just enough to get over. We need something that's not just you. With that said, welcome aboard to our more powerful one. Can't upgrade the silly goose. Pass round. A random peg will emit 3 snot shots that pop pegs that they pass through. That just, I don't really care about. Now, we can start doing our plus 20 value on everything as we're popping, which is still pretty good. And then we hit that and we're kind of chilling. I would love to be able to get 2x at the very least, though. It's not too much to ask, and clearly it is. Okay, restock 1x. I don't even know how we made the points there. It's one of those things, right? As you get more into the Nubby number factory, such as I am, I've played 3-4 games at this point. I pretty much know everything. You learn not to ask stupid questions, such as, what the hell? Or, why did that happen? Because that's a question you don't want to know the answer to. You're just happy that it did happen. And that's what matters far more. We've got no form of scaling to get us through. We're bad. This peg will break after it's been popped for the first time. Well, I can't. If Husk is on our largest one, we just don't even stand a chance. Barely. Barely, man. 25% chance to force trigger the item in slot 3 when the peg is when there is a peg that's fully popped. Or every 3 seconds force trigger everything. I think I'd rather just have everything get triggered, honestly. Okay, that's not good. I'm starting to think we might be fucked. Yeah, I'm really starting to think that one. I need a shop ASAP. But I don't have money. So I don't know what, I'm slowly bleeding out right now. And I haven't watched enough of those videos that's like, here's what to do when you're bleeding out. Use a t-shirt to stop all of it. I don't know what to do. I did see one, there was like an infographic that was what to do if you are buried alive. And like, maybe I'm a coward. If I get buried alive, I think that I'm just kind of like, nah, c'est la vie. I don't think I'd use that guide. I think I'd just call it the way it is and be like, yep, this is it for me. Is it going to be the most pleasant way to go? Probably not, but like, oh well. I shouldn't have got buried alive in the first place. I shouldn't have been there crawling around inside of a tomb. Also, I don't think that a coffin's as weak as that infographic suggested. Because the one I saw said you could just kick through the coffin. I don't think that I could just kick through a coffin. I know that there's instances of superhuman-like strength when people are faced with things such as that. I don't think I'd have that in me. I really don't. As sad as that might be. Hold on. Okay. We're doing nothing. Yeah. The fact that that wasn't even enough is crazy, because I thought we kind of went Insano style on it. What do we have now? Okay, just enough, barely. Barely enough. Give me some insane perk that changes everything. If you pass the goal, we don't. 5% chance to trigger the item in slot 5. New gym equipment, kickable coffins. Still don't think that like I'd be signing up for it though. All right, I'm gonna put this one in slot 5 now because this should be what I need. It's my only points come from the turtle. As unfortunate as that may be. What are you? First peg popped, every peg gives points equal to 15% of their number. Don't care. I care. I was lying. When I said I didn't care about you, I wasn't thinking. What do you do? Pop one random peg. Peg halved. Well, I don't really have pegs. I'm gonna sell 2 things, and it might seem insane. But my idea is, this is the way. And then what do we do? Something like this. It's the only way I see out of this. Because every time I'm hitting a peg, I have a random chance to force trigger this one, giving 15% of everything else. And I know that that doesn't seem very good. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm just trying to scrounge by, dude. I'm out here on the streets doing whatever I can. A 1x to me feels like a Christmas came early. Yeah. Honestly, fair. Fair if this is where we get out. What I need to do is like, not hit it. Fuck. Because I needed to get more of the 15% on the one side if I wanted to keep going for it. I just don't think that I ever kind of built anything that really lasts on that one. So give me a better lineup than that. This is worse, but like whatever, we still got over our 2x. This is doable. Now, this is honestly where everything matters. Your early game is what matters the most. Because if you can get a lot of X's like that, all of a sudden, I've got money. I've got bitches. I've got hoes. I've got real designer clothes. That was not what I was looking for, though, unfortunately. 1 in 50 chance to metamorphize. It just like calls my name in a different way. But I do want to get the sea cucumber because it just gives you so many points for early game. See, like there, saved to get a 2x restock despite me shooting the worst shot of my life. Despite me hitting her with the So you play Minecraft on the weekends, or like what's good with that? So I was just wondering if you like want to queue up an old school RuneScape. Like I got a lot of gold that I've kind of been farming out in that one, so I was hoping that maybe you and I could get something special going on here. Hold. That's okay. It was only a 1x on it though, which I'm not huge on. Every 1 second, force triggers a random item. It actually just can't be bad. It actually was just atrocious. Okay. Give me seal, give me goose, and call it there. We've now got... Now we're doing the halving synergy. See, we're up to 6x already. I told you. All I need, give me approximately 5 times the amount of time that an average person will take to be able to understand something, and we'll get there. Sneaky snipers. Maybe. Dude, have you guys been... Oh, there's also been like this debate I've been seeing on Twitter. The like 100 people versus 1 gorilla. And people are saying that you're insane if you think the people would win. I'm sorry. The people easily win. Now, unless there's a stipulation that says you have to fight the gorilla 1 at a time. If you have to fight the gorilla 1 at a time, I take it all back. The gorilla wins that so easily. But I don't think that that's how it works. Peg fully pop the lowest peg twice, I guess. And then we'll go for one of these. Just give me random items. You choose my run. 10 pegs. When this peg's popped, it'll give you double points. Honestly, just sell me this one and then put this one in there, because I don't really care for either. But I just don't see a world in which 100 people blitzing a singular gorilla. I don't think he's got that kind of game to him. I know that gorillas are strong. I'm not trying to say gorillas are like weak. In fact, I think it would still be a hard-fought battle, and I don't think there wouldn't be casualties. The human side's not coming out of this unscathed, is what I'm trying to say. But they definitely beat 1 gorilla. Now, I guess you might have to take that with a grain of salt, because I am psychotic enough to believe that I could beat a chimpanzee, not with ease, and also not often. I think that, like, if you were to put me against a chimpanzee, 99% of the time the chimpanzee is winning, but I do think that there is a chance that I beat the chimpanzee if we were to fight to the death. And I'm talking just like me, because I know chimps are like little balls of muscle, but I just think that one swift kick to the neck, if we hit that 1 in 100 chance, I win. So like, I know that I might be not the person you're looking for on this. Is still alive, 50% chance to force trigger the item in slot 3. If you have passed the round goal, force trigger the item in slot 5. It's +5, 1 in 50 chance to metamorphize. Honestly, let's just like force trigger you to metamorphize more. Let's just not even get the points required to proceed, honestly. It just doesn't seem right to me. It just doesn't feel fair. As long as somebody goes for the eyes, that's what I'm saying. Like, gorillas have weaknesses, and I think 100 humans would eventually be able to exploit them. Not with ease, but they would eventually. Okay. So this is what we're looking for. I don't think that I need more like halved synergy. But this... Aha, 2 pegs gives +3 every time this item is triggered during the round. But that's every 2 pegs popped. But we might be onto something with that one. Every item in your inventory gives points equal to a random peg's numbers. I mean, like, I don't see how you could be bad. And then I put you there. Force trigger the item in slot. Yeah, I'm down with that. I'm down with the sickness. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Again, I do want to say that, like, again, going back to the chimp thing, I don't think it would be an easy battle for me versus a chimpanzee. I just do think that it could happen every now and then. It would not be a good bet for you. If you were a betting man, do not bet on humans beating the chimp often. However, don't count it out either. Okay. Hold. We're just doing nothing. How is it every build I do does nothing? Force trigger the item in slot number 7 2 times for each empty space in the inventory. I don't have slot number 7 unlocked, but I don't have any Nubby dies. I have 1 Nubby dies. So At least we can double that. That's got to be worth something. Okay, okay. That's good, that's good. The more of those we get, the better. I don't have money. I'm broke, man. Absolutely nothing from that. I think the issue here is I just didn't get my multiplier up early enough. Hold. You know what? Chaos is helping a good bit, I would say. Only 3x. Okay, that's fine. I shouldn't be shooting the highest shot first, because then Lobster Claw gives way less points. Yeah. That's true. That's true. I'd retruth that one. Okay, maybe I could win this still. Oh, but I do need to, like, get the points required to win once. And then Lobster Claw helps. 3x, good, good. If we can keep getting 3x's like that, I'm not feeling that bad. Now, Silly Goose is not currently doing too much for us, as much as I hate to say it. Halves pegs and then doubles the number, or doubles the lowest pegs. We can do that one. Force trigger slot 5 twice. Force trigger a random one. I'm happy. Me lying to my therapist. That should be good. It's feeling less and less good as I'm shooting it. It's one of these things where, like, on paper, this is a genius idea. It's just like in practice, it's doing... He's giving us nothing. Yeah. Me lying to myself. It's more common than we may think. I just think that... Maybe the tree killed everything? I don't know. I also kind of think that radio might have killed the video star. And then internet killed the video star. So, like, you got to consider from there. What's going to kill the internet star? Probably, like, AI, I guess. I don't know. But let's be real. AI is just so uninteresting to watch. Well, I say that. I'm pretty sure there's one VTuber who's nothing but AI. And she's got a really big fan base. If I think she's AI. All pegs will give points equal to double the number of the lowest peg if something gets halved. I just don't think that matters. Wow, these are horrible. Pop 2 random pegs. It's something for now. Holograms killed the internet star. Is that what's going to be going next? Well, as long as we know the order of operations. Oh, come on. You get over yourself, man. Oh, get over yourself. Dancing Dino can be good. I've just been having really bad luck with the luck-based ones, so I've kind of been afraid to touch them. Just on principle. No, man, hit the 64. Come on, concentration. 64, man. No repeats or hesitation. That's a classic one. Everyone will play that one in the back of the coach bus on our failed field trips. Force triggers all items that summon anything. I don't know about that. Slot 1's empty. Give a random one. Sure. Why not? What we got? Sealing. Playing with my seal to this. Okay, this is huge. Yeah. We needed something like that. That was massive for us. Well, you got to get the squid, unfortunately, because, like, it's not going to do much for us. So, how's this going to work? I don't know what just happened. And it's not forming. What the hell? What the? I think it was a 25% chance it just didn't hit, if I'm right. Friendly reminder, first Saturday in May is free comic book day. I love holidays that don't exist. Like when people would look up, oh man, let me find out what what this holiday is for me. And then the answer would be like, oh wow, I was born on National Donut Day. That's awesome. Nobody's ever celebrated that except for Dunkin' Donuts, where people will walk in and get a free one. If there's nothing to copy, it copies a random item. Well, it's copying the random item that's getting spawned in from my book, I believe. Smacks everything. Okay, sure, if you must. I love going to comic book stores for free comic books. I think that's understandable. Hold. It's just... I need something. Go, girl, give us nothing. Okay. This is something, at least. This is nothing at all. Okay, exact same second verse, same as the first, I suppose. Somehow we barely made it. Last shot. Sure is. Oh, we made it. Last shot. Yep, I wish you'd stop saying that every time. I'm well aware. Why am I horrible at this game? I don't know. Self-reflection's hard, so I'm just gonna say that, like, probably the game's bullshit. No. We will overcome. If that hit the 8, everything changes. I think my issue is I don't play these early rounds well enough, and also I haven't been getting really good early shops / I haven't been choosing the right items. So this is really good, because if we can bounce 10 times a single time, we get so many bonus pops. See? That's what you're looking for. That's the kind of shit you like to see. Because now you just do this. And there we go. We get more from that. Now what do? Hope. It's all that we have. Good shit. Another 4x on that one. The turtle is insane for early game. He's our carry. Trigger a Nubby dies item. 25% chance to trigger the item in slot 3. This is what it must be. Please. Oh, but imagine as I'm pacing the pews of a church corridor, man. Peg fully popped. Why not? Because now we can get something going with that one, right? Pops the 2 lowest pegs. Yeah. 5 pegs, summon a quill that pops a peg. I don't really know what's going on, but, like, I kind of fuck with it. And then we got the cafe going already. Eat up a strawberry and start getting our econ up. I don't know. See, that's pretty good. Dare I say. Because now we have, like, pop synergy, right? Yeah, I'd say we have pop synergy. All right. See, that's what it's all about. 25% chance. Yeah. So why are you 5 pegs popped? Oh, you don't actually have to fully pop to start triggering that one. I understand. But then once we start fully popping, we just kind of pop our entire board. And then everything goes, yep. All according to Keikaku. Sorry, a little translator's note for you if you don't speak Japanese like me. Keikaku does indeed mean plan, so. Now I think we're on to something. Well, we've got the money. We might as well play. It's our game and we're gonna play it. But since we have money, actually, I'm gonna do something controversial. I'm gonna skip going for the key and grab ourselves the other purple item instead. 9 gold, it just pays for itself. They hate this free. I mean, like, this is why I always said, why don't they just print more money? I guess we put this one out, sure. Turns out it is just as easy as printing more money. I always knew it. Okay. Ah, bad. Ugh. There's only a 3x on the restock, too. Not getting a single. Okay. Once we get one that fully pops, everything changes. Been celebrating it since I was a kid. I feel like there are a lot of holidays, or, like, you know, days like that. Because I know there's like free donut day, free taco day, free everything. Hold. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now from here, I want to... All peg spaces will give points equal to the total amount of pegs that have been popped this round. When Nubby dies. Yeah. Nubby dies, game plus 300 points. Cheese House, I don't think you're doing much for me, man. Give me a kebab off rip. And then spawn me something rare. It's possible we can afford both, so do it. You can jumble pegs an additional time. That seems pretty good to me. Because, like, there, I don't love the lineup. And so here, I love it even less, and we're stuck with it. We weren't able to really hit our huge one, but that's fine. Power outage? Yeah, I'm not going to read what you do, honestly. And maybe that's on me. Oh, it disables my stuff. I should have read that. Wow, that could have been really bad for me. And then you are to trigger the rightmost item in your inventory when Nubby dies. That's fine. 5% chance to trigger the item in slot 2. Okay. There's National Donut Day. Being free isn't in the name. Free comic book day is specified. That's true, but I feel like for National Donut Day, a lot of places do the free stuff. So I want to keep triggering you because you're giving plus 1,000 minimum. But then you, I don't mind triggering a lot from that because you're probably better than pop one random peg. I don't understand what was just happening there. Honestly, I didn't even see it. Ooh, I mean, like, I don't think I'm doing much of anything, am I? Nope. Go, girl, give us nothing. Hold on, hold on. Jumble me. That's just not that good either. I need to do something. Pop a random peg, it's just not happening. But what if I did something like this to double the value of the pegs that were getting popped? Then I would still barely be able to get 1x my score. That kind of changes a lot now, doesn't it? Disclaimer, it does not at all. Hold. Just, dude, if it would have hit one more time there, everything, I saw all of the pops happening in my mind. I felt like I was on the gates of Valhalla there. Why are you doing nothing now? 1 ton of feathers, might I ask? Force trigger the items in slots 5, 6, and 7 2 times. Sure. But with that, give me liberty or give me death. But more, just give me something like this. I don't know. And that's when 30 pegs are popped. So I should be getting that in theory, because that's like what we do. If Nubby is still alive, summon an egg missile that falls from the sky and causes an explosion that pops a row of pegs. Okay. Maybe. The dancing dinosaur could honestly be onto something, especially compared to Pedro over here. No offense to Pedro. I don't really know if I care for the chicken much. I don't think it does much for me. I don't know. We get our econ up a little bit. Next one we get, we're finally starting to break even. We're breaking even. We're soaring. We're flying. Now, with dinosaur doing stuff, we're getting up to a little bit of shenanigans. Able to get 6x, whereas before I could get precisely nothing, which is an improvement. Now, I do need to pop something. Unless I fully pop something, my run does not. And it's just that easy for a fella like me. What can I say? Psychic link? Sure. Lots of twins are said to share those. At least according to tabloids, which are the most trustworthy source you can find. That's why they put them at the checkout of every Target across the United States of America. They wouldn't just be allowed to lie to the people like that. Dude, it is kind of insane that they do still... Like, who is buying People magazine? I just don't believe that anyone is. And yet they're still there every single time as though someone is. +1 kebab perk, +1 kebab perk. What if I put this one as my kebab? I think I like that more, honestly. A lot of noises to only get 2x. We're so RNG focused as a society. It's kind of, it like makes me sick. Why can't we just have consistency in our lives? Why does everything just have to be like, it's all up to if Dancing Dino loves me or not? What if we did this one? Doctors and dentist office buy magazines. But there's no shot they're buying People magazine. Because by the time the patients are in there, People magazine's already outdated. The only stuff People's gonna have to say to them is like, I don't know, they're probably gonna say the Beatles just disbanded. If you pick it up from the doctor's office. Doubles a random peg. Doubles 4 random pegs whose number are less than 32. That could work. I don't know. I kind of feel like we're doing nothing. Nubby is still alive, so I'm gonna meat orb. I don't really need any meat orbs in my life, unfortunately. This is $5 at the very least. That's sure it's something. Stock me a rare food. I'm broke. Then give me another kebab. Oh, I wish I was not so broke. Libraries also buy them for their patrons. My library keeps it up to date. I just give it like People magazine? That's just crazy to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm the one who's lost my mind. I just can't imagine that. Well, this is huge. Because we're really bad about having good value for our pegs, so being able to have decent value for once feels pretty good. Barely able to hit 1x with decent value. Something might be wrong here. Who am I to say what it is, but something might be wrong here. Aside from our entire build, aside from that, we're almost on to something, I think. 60% chance to do nothing. Seeing way more halves than I am X2s, and I'm not huge on that for my dinosaur. I'd love to see him double things more instead of just tanking all of my point value and letting me starve on the side of the road like this. That would really mean a lot to me. And I know, you're selfish, I'm sorry, okay? It's just who I am. Yeah, just getting... I need that 32x up top. Please. Okay, that's huge. Why? Because I'm still in the game. Just gotta upgrade Dino? Maybe. When a peg is smacked, it counts as a peg have trigger without actually having it. I don't care about peg have, though, I don't think. Every 1.5 seconds, every 10 pegs popped. Okay, Dino upgrade. That's huge. 30% chance to double. I mean, we'll take what we can get in this world. Damn. Last shot sure is. No, go on, Dino. Give us nothing. All right. We're still in somehow. Last shot. Yep. Real familiar with that one at this point. Okay, he 2x'd the one that mattered. We were able to get X2. We've got an extra life. Say cheese. This is the one that gives multipliers. Yes, twice its score when popped. Roll me. Good job. You have the only one that mattered. You've halved it 4 times in a row. This is phenomenal. Well, that's just, I mean, that's just a real kick in the dick, I would say. Oh, we're fucked. You live by the dino. Go, hey, that's my dino right there. I always knew he'd come through for me. A lot of people, they question the dino. They say, why would you even want it? They don't understand. They don't have the kind of bond that I do. Give me something. By the way, this is the item in slot number 6. So I want to do that instead. Force triggers the item in slot number 7 one time for every food you've eaten. Sure. Well, somehow that got me through still. Quills falling, 10% chance to summon 1 additional, 3 total. Why not? Why shouldn't I? 10% chance to do the giant explosion that pops all. I don't know. We're breaking even now on that one at the very least, so we should get that. And then actually while we're in here, we should re-roll and see what else we can get. This will give me $2 for the price of $3. I'm not normally an economist, and I try to avoid giving financial advice on here. I don't think that's worthwhile. Roll me. Oh, fucking no, man. I don't know what's doing anything. I don't think you're doing anything. But do I really want Seal? Do I, like, why would I want to? Nothing matters about being halved. And all you do is smack. It counts as it having without having. So Seal does nothing for us. Yeah. So then there's no reason to care about that. Finger Puppet is only caring about what Nubby does as the bounce, which isn't exactly who we're going for. So, okay. That's not bad at all. I definitely think that we've done way worse than that one. Go on, man. Oh? We're somehow in this, and I don't know how either. So if you're about to ask me that question, I wish I could tell you an answer. Dude, please don't do this to me. There we go. Unfortunately, he dumpstered the value of our 65K before we could hit it. I didn't want to move the 65K one just because I kind of saw it as my only path towards victory. 2x, good. That's a little bit of money. By a little bit, I do mean begging for spare change underneath a bridge, but I'd rather take that than have absolutely nothing. I wanted to click the end button. It's a way out, but like it's not our way out. If I have to gamble to survive in the run, you gotta question like what kind of logistics does this run have going forward anyways? And I think the answer is unfortunately it wouldn't have good ones in that world. So you are force triggering twice on this one. Okay, yeah. Saying cheese. Is that better? Hold on. Yes. Yeah. Because we'd rather have you get triggered more. Okay. Come on, man. Anything. Don't even worry about it. That's also fine. I saw you have the one that I cared the most about, and that actually, it did like hurt a little bit. I won't lie to you. It's not great now, is it? All right. No, you didn't hit the 65K that you were right next to. You were just kind of like jerking it a little bit, just standing right next to it, deciding not to hit ever. That's awesome. That's what we're looking. The fact that I still can't even get 2x tells me all I need to know. What do? Pass round goal? That doesn't happen. I don't think you understand the kind of situation I'd be finding myself in. Restore a life for 11 gold. Damn, if I do this, we get nothing that actually progresses us forward, and therefore we're going to die still. But I mean, it's what we got. And you might as well, I mean, if you got it, fucking flaunt it. We might as well try the nose. I don't know. Who knows? Only the nose knows, man. Hey, that's something. I've been robbed. When fully popped, the item in slot 2 will be sold. You are a fucker. Well, anyway, so we sold our item in slot 2. Okay, awesome. Maybe I should have put the pants in slot 2. I don't know. I don't know. Look, I'm just gonna keep Nubby. I don't want to talk about it, man. I don't want to talk about it. Okay. Look, we're back to. I almost clicked the restart there, by the way. That would have been a genuine. We have to understand. Nubby giveth, right? It's the issue with today's society. If you'll allow me to sound like a late night TV show host, I'm too oriented upon nothing but the goals. We got to think about what we have right now. And what we have right now is a lot. We buy the sea cucumber because it's all we could afford. And then we start popping. That's enough to get a 2x. 2x's? That's nothing to sneeze at, all right? And then something like that, 5x? That's precisely what you're looking for, because if we need one thing, it's money. It's what makes this rockin' world go round, that and Fat Bottom Girls, if you would, listen to certain songs. Specifically Fat Bottom Girls, by the way, is the song that you would be listening to in that situation. That's something. Every empty... Oh, so the difference between when it upgrades is it doesn't matter if it's an empty space or not. Got it. Peg fully pop, chance to force trigger. It's something. Oh my god, that was atrocious. See, that's what I'm looking for. That's worth way more to me. Now, we got Dino again. And we might even go Seal. I don't know if we will yet. Because Dino can have, right? And then Seal can also be part of the having synergy. So I think that this is something. Is it gonna be perfect? Nothing in this world is. So the sooner you get that through your mind and you start to work with what you have rather than what you could have had, the happier you'll be, I think. 256 worth on just one peg. I mean, that's hardly fair. That's just hardly fair at all for them. 3x on that, we're going to the moon. Now, I know what you're thinking. You could just save it for more dinosaur procs. Look, I've decided that the dinosaur is my goat. And we will start to try and I think there's like plastic tree or something. I don't know. But I'll pay 6 cents for one randomized item. I'm broke right now. How could it possibly be bad? That's what I'm talking about. Nubby dies something that emits... Yeah, sure. Welcome in. I mean, honestly, maybe it's even better to just, like, rock it like this. Not really. But it's hard for me to completely judge it off that. This beach ball sucks ass. It possibly is the worst item in the entire video game. Hold on. It might be onto something. It just doesn't... Am I crazy or does the beach ball not feel good? I might just not understand how it works and might not be appreciating it for who it is. But like, it doesn't ever hit. It doesn't do anything. And call me a stickler. I want my item to like do remotely anything. I guess we can take his Bestos. Why not? If me or a loved one has been affected by that one, I've heard that like we're entitled to some sort of financial compensation. So, okay, sure. Having isn't even that bad for us because it then gets us closer to re-triggering our beach ball. Nubby is still alive, 50% chance to force trigger the item in slot 3, or Nubby dies, force trigger all first peg popped. That could do something. Not much, but like in the future, it could do something horrible, horrendous. It's just, they're just giving me the worst possible lineups they could, I understand. If I'm to understand this correctly, they hate me. Now this is what we're looking for. Wow, that was still barely anything. What am I doing wrong? Is it you, Dino? Is it me? It's gotta be one of us. Say it's us. At least we got a 3x on that one. I suppose I have seen worse days. This would be where a Family Guy cutaway gag could go crazy. I've heard they no longer do those. And you might say, why do you say it as though it's like some ancient art that you have no way to verify on? I'm not watching Family Guy in my free time. I hate to break kayfabe like this. The only Family Guy I watch is against my will when there's the worst mobile gameplay of all time on one side of the screen and Family Guy on the other side of the screen. And like, even then, I'm trying to click away from it, but the algorithm keeps going and we know you love it. I do not, by the way. Sell me this bad boy? Nah, sell me his bestest. His bestest is doing nothing for me. Give me a silly goose. Give me a tardigrade. Roll me. Yeah, I guess that adds up. Nothing I can really do there. Okay. Because now every time we're having a peg with the dinosaur, we get value still. And then every time we're not having a peg and we're doubling instead, we also get value still. I'm trying to make it a heads I win, tails you lose situation. Ever since I got hit with that one on the playground, absolutely a killer thing to get hit with. A career ender, for sure. I've been trying to implement that into my day-to-day. It's not good for us, though. That was atrocious, and yet we still made it. Give me what we got. Okay. Not horrible at all. We'll take that. We'll take that. I think the inflatable dolphin is doing nothing for us. 2 times for each other empty slot. If slot 1 is empty. Neither of those are going to be useful. And I'm broke. Lots of reasons to just kind of say, you know what? Okay, we'll take those. We'll take those. 2x on the restock. We love to see it. Dinosaur upgraded. We're going to the moon. Another dinosaur would change everything for me. Unfortunately, we don't have that kind of funding. Roll me. I was rolling to try and get the double your money. Check this out. They're not ready. By which I meant I wasn't. I hope you didn't assume I meant the game's not ready. Obviously, the game is fully prepared for anything I could throw at it. Restock me? Just see what we can get going. Come on. Come on. Just give me a little more. Just a smidgen. A modicum more. Because, like, I know this, if it shoots right and we get the correct luck, there's a good chance that we can get 2x. However... Get over yourself with the way that one didn't give me this. It was like on the sliver, on the precipice of evolving into something new. Okay. Last shot. That one could have been something. No. I'm getting one more good run. Look, I'm not a one-time wonder. I'm not a one-hit wonder. People are going to show up to my concerts and they're going to know more than the 4 seconds from a TikTok song. I promise. I promise. That's what they keep telling themselves. It doesn't work out for them, but still, I swear that it will. I'll be the change I want to see. Okay. Shoot this here. That should be insane. Not exactly insane, but we'll take it. We're looking for something better than all of those. Welcome aboard, dinosaur. I know that it's not exactly what I would love to rely on currently, but I was not given options. I was told it's this or nothing, and damn, nothing was not looking that appetizing to me. Sneaky sniper, sure. Go for like something. If I'm not gonna get any more money, it's just kind of over, right? Okay, 2x at the very least. We'll take that. We'll take that. Which one are we gonna get? Ooh, force triggers all items, disables the item in slot 2. Whenever the item in slot 2 triggers, force trigger all items. So then dinosaur will become insane, actually. We just need to get to another shop. Why? Because dinosaur's trigger condition is item bounces, right? So like, hear me out, right? What? Force triggers, disable. Oh, but they can't trigger for the rest of the round. So I don't think that I like this perk then. Okay. No, I kind of hate that one. I guess you want something that you only want to trigger once, or like maybe a first peg hit that you don't care about it triggering, and then you use it to battery everything else. I guess. I don't know. Reading would have gone crazy for me. Just give it back to this way. It's something. Okay, sure. Damn, I think I might have fucked up. As unfortunate as that may be. I can't. I wish I could, I just simply cannot. We'll take that, we'll take that. That's something. Okay, that's nothing. No, I just think that I might be washed. The allegations may be true. Not those ones. Hold on. Boy, I'm sure that will be very good to have out there in 10 years. I'm probably not going to do anything too illegal. Violate the Geneva Convention, maybe, but like, I don't know. Just kind of seems fun. Yeah. I think, honestly, that starting item, I'm happy I died there, and that might sound like cope. I did not want to play around that item for the rest of the game. I couldn't come up with a good condition to use it in. I was trying to think of one the whole time. I guess, like I said, the start of round, do something once, hit the first peg, trigger whatever you need to trigger, and then disable everything is fine, but like, even still, not huge on that one. 3x, being able to barely eke that one out does mean a lot to me. We'll do that. See if it was worth. I mean, what do you want me to do? Should have froze it, then rolled. Fuck. That probably works, doesn't it? Should have frozen the chicken. I actually don't know if I wanted it that much. I just think it would have been a good starting item. So like, maybe it's not even that bad that I'm missing out on it. Oh my God, can I get any kind of bounce that's helpful? No? All right, well, you know, I asked quite politely, I would say. We got something. Okay, that's really good. If we can get 2x, we do get 2x. As long as we can get that, I'm feeling okay. Force trigger all items that summon anything. Sure. Let's go for a summoning build then. Why not? Now, how do you win with a summoning build? I really don't know. What the fuck? What am I? Every peg, for the first peg popped, every peg will give points equal to 15% of their. We'll freeze you, and then we will buy the dino. He's just too good. Maybe I should have considered going a different direction with that. Sure, I'll agree with that. What was the other direction I was considering going? Hold. Oh, come on. Be kind. It costs nothing to be kind, except for in the instance of ChatGPT, but like that's very different, obviously. If you're wondering why it does cost to be kind in that one, it's because then it has to generate a response to you saying something, which then causes the already lucratively high carbon emission of using artificial intelligence to be even higher, which in that one situation, it costs something to be kind, namely our environment. Awesome. Sick bounces. Just hit that 512. Oh, baby. That's what I like to see. 3x on the restock. We're getting some stuff going. Do I pay 6 for a random? I don't think that I do. I'm not that kind of... I wish I was. I wish I was that kind of gambler. It's just... Every time I've tried to do that, I throw the entire run because of it. Now, give me... Go... I mean, like... It's so rough. I feel like launching in this game is so hard. Harder than Balatro starts. But I also then feel like once you get started, holy, you've got to run. The highs, I would say, are higher than Balatro, but the lows are definitely lower. This is too many rare items, and I think you know that. Give me this one. And then freeze this one, I guess. I don't even know if that was the correct option to go for on that one, but it felt right. It definitely felt right. The flamethrower kind of fucked me over. What's this one even do? Okay, got it. It just disables items when randomly, or when fully popped. Well, no worries there. I couldn't fully pop it if I wanted to, and I kind of did. I want to force trigger the Yeti if possible, because that's just free money. As opposed to the fact that every single time I'm hitting, we're already triggering a lot of the other stuff. Ooh, I shouldn't have gone for that one first, because then we could have got more Yeti value out of it. Yeah. That's true. We got to think with Yeti. We should aim for a low value peg to start. And then from there we get, I mean, the nubbin just continues. This game might be hold. All right. Endorphins are at an all-time high. Put this here, unlock a slot, and move on. Roll, because I don't want to hit that guy first. I'm happy to hit him eventually. I just didn't want to hit him first. This is fine. Getting a... I mean, that was just unlucky from our dinosaur giving us have immediately. I need something. Go on, give us anything. Oh my god, please, dude. Last shot? Yeah, well, what do you want from me? Okay. By the skin of our teeth, we are in this game. Whether they want us to be... See you around. All right. I know it's a short stream today. I've got stuff I've got to do. So, I'm thinking of calling it there. But if you guys enjoyed it, I'm going to be playing more Nubbies. I enjoyed that thoroughly. My brain is stimulated. I feel like a child after watching Coco Melon for 12 hours. Do I do one more run? All right, fine. I twist my nuts. One more run. But the store might close. Because there's something I gotta get from a store and it closes at 9 and it's gonna be like a 30-minute drive. And I feel weird. I don't like being one of those people who shows up right as the place is closing. Fuck. I hate having responsibilities, dude. I wish I could just shirk them all permanently and like just play video games. How come other people can't do that? I mean, granted, I guess they have an extra responsibility that I don't, which is they normally smoke weed, shirk responsibilities, and then play it. Which, fair enough. I think Nubby's in a blunt. Hell yeah. Welcome to my Saturday night. But thank you guys so much for coming out. I had a great time streaming. Nubbies will definitely be back, 100%. Don't even question that for a mere moment. My brain is stimulated on different levels I didn't know imaginable. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for something. Not sure what yet. Peace.